sure who I'm going to follow and fan view, but like I said, I got to head off to meet a client, so the video is just going to get recorded in the background.
Sounds good.
I have a request. This is Jeff. Can you guys take it easy? Last week was too spicy. I thrashed my legs for the race.
Yep. I'm going easy,
Here
Jeff.
we go. Get ready, Jeff. 6 watts per kilogram. Come on, buddy. Oh, randomly I hit Jeff Sang. I'm fan viewing you for this entire race.
Somebody's it's Ron.
I can't ride. I got to leave for a client meeting.
You know what totally sucks on this course? That this first sprint wasn't included as a section.
That would have been crazy.
But you got to remember, there's always going to be people that did not pay attention to the recon notes, and they're like going to be like, "Oh, sprint segment," and the way they go.
I say we send Rudy to do that to make people think it's included.
Just because. All right. Anyways, you guys, I do have to head off. Keep talking recon notes so that the video will catch them, and everybody have a great recon ride. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Ron. I don't think Steve's here, is he?
I don't think so.
So is Steve racing tomorrow, though?
I think he is, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good.
For him.
He misses us too much.
Right on.
Yeah, this is the section I was staying here. It goes up to 3%, but you're going to be in a draft the whole time. So, from what I could tell on the data, 7/8 versus the dish over the entire course is only a difference of about 5 seconds. So really, whatever you go with, probably going to be okay. You may lose some ground and gain some ground in certain spots depending on your weight and everything, but overall, the course, you're looking at 5 seconds, 20 kilometers. So go with what you think is best for you, knowing that it's not gonna shave like minutes off your. I think we only hit this section once, though. So,
Yes.
Which course is this? Muckle Yin?
Yep.
What's the point distribution during this race? Is it all racers get points, or is it only the top 4?
Still only the top 4.
Okay. But bottom 4 can take away points.
Yeah, the top 4 points go toward the team general classification.
Okay.
But everybody collects points for individual GC.
Yeah.
And the two Bray breakaways are being classed for the sprint category.
Yep.
I know Max really wants that green jersey.
I do. Not.
I'll give you a nice lead up, Max. How about that?
We'll see. So it looks like both the breakaway brays are FAL,
That's right.
and the Sgur Summit is FTS.
Yeah.
So that one first passes through the section, point to point.
I rode this course last night. Actually not last night, but on Sunday night, Saturday night. I noticed that most of the climbing comes in the second half. So the second half, definitely a lot more climbing than the first half, feels like.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to get away until we get to the first corkscrew.
Dirt, learning last week that we can predominantly climb better than they can. Are they really going to push the pace? Try and tire our legs before the climb?
I don't know. I don't see them pushing the pace right here because there's just going to be too many people and you can't get away from a
Right.
huge group like that. That's just foolish. But I can see them going on both of the breakaway brace sprints and it all on the line there, trying to maximize their points on those two sections and take what they can get on the hill. That's if I was the heavy team like that, that's what I would do.
Well, that first breakaway is the only place that I can legitimately get any points for you guys. So I'm hitting afterburners and going nuclear on that one.
And that one's FAL, not FTS, right?
That is correct.
Yep.
Okay. All about positioning going into it, even.
I'm going to be staying in the front third of the pack, going to that first FAL. Just try to stay with the pack after.
All right, here comes the first corkscrew.
Just around the end of the tunnel here, it hits 8 or 9%, I think.
Yeah, as soon as you get to the fountain, it flattens out. It's really short. I always like to push it to the front before the grade goes down, so that I don't get dumped out of the back. There's like a 9% drop right here too. coming up around the turn.
Yeah, it's a pretty good drop, so that's why attacking on that corkscrew doesn't make any sense because the group's going to catch back up to you.
Well, yes and no, but this sprint comes up pretty quick.
Yeah,
I think we go to the left. It's coming up right here. You got to keep your eye out for it too. I think it's just past that second yellow tent on the left.
It's 5.6 kilometers, 3.5 miles.
Thank you. Okay, there it is, right there. See it?
Yeah.
When you see that house, you better be going. In a big group, it might be hard to see it. That house on the left there.
it's a good landmark to go.
Yep. Deepest part is right here up to the arch.
And then it flattens out.
Yeah.
Expect this to be under 30 seconds.
And my PR is 34.
I know Steve, myself, and Casey the other day did this route. And the three of us, we did that in 30 seconds, or I think Casey was even 29 something. But I would expect pretty good splits to happen there. I would say if you're with a group of going over through the banner there, don't ease up because you got the downhill coming, and that'll just blow any gap wide open.
Pretty flat through here. There is a little spot. You got to kind of make a jog right, jog left, and it goes up towards the railroad bridge. Yeah, I'm having a heart attack with this forest is changing color, purple to green. Kinds of weird colors. Okay, now it's going to start to go up. I think it goes up to about 3 or 4 to that bridge that's kind of shadowed in the background there. It's like arches.
Whoever was doing the coloring for this landscape must have been on some pretty funky drugs when they were doing it.
Yeah, some Scottish mushrooms. Right here's the deepest part of it. There's the train. And I've seen gaps form right here. And you don't want to be on the back end of that gap going into the that circle, suicide circle up ahead. But remember, it's FTS, so you do want to be towards the back of the group. You're going to go for the FTS. Don't get dropped. Right up by those orange tents. Start. That's actually right here, right at the bridge. Past it, we're in it now. Still very draftable on the section.
It's draftable unless you're behind Jen. No draft there.
Okay, flattens
Just
out
a
right
small
here.
breeze back there.
You're too tiny to produce a draft.
There's a little flat spot right here. Then right at the end of it, percent right here. Little bump. I'm pretty sure there's no power-ups race at all. All right, so this section here is where the separation will come. All the way till it makes that left-hand turn, that hairpin. This is the tricky part, so don't be off the back here. Flags, it flattens out. Gives you a little bit of a breather. The last corkscrew. I think there were 600 meters to finish. Okay, right here, we're at 250 to the finish. You push it over this flat spot, and then we hit the downhill. Okay, once you get around this right here,
Can we come back up there on the south side? Or not?
And
okay, so right here where the road kind of touches pens on the map, you can see it. This little downhill section right here, it's like -8. Good spot to catch up or put some distance on the group. I think we go right. Yep. Let's ease just a little bit. Got Felix off the back. See if we can get him on. Felix and Matt. We're just going to go easy here on this downhill. All right, get down to they post 5 seconds of a second so they're on their way. Good job, boys. So Adam's back there helping out. You.
Boy, this is a long descent off the climb.
Yeah.
So if you're, so here's what I have to ask: if you get over the top in a small group, I mean, if I'm up there, I'm going to drill it on the downhill. Like I'm going to try to make it stick. Unless it's me and 4 dirt guys, and then I'll just sit on the back. But
Yep.
I mean, if that's a big if. So
Like if the advantage falls to you, by all means, just open up the throttle and just have at it.
they said, like they always say, Mike Tyson always says, you have a plan until you get punched in the face. So
That's true. Very true.
So who knows?
Sergeant always says plans are good until the first bullet is fired.
Exactly.
He says then we just make up shit as we go along.
I don't know. I just have this feeling. Just think back to the crit and think back to the New York race. It was kind of slow in between the segments. So I don't know if people are just going to take it easy and then try to get the sprints and the KOM and then just let it regroup. I mean, I was thinking after the last sprint, maybe then that's where all the racing will start. Because then you're just racing for the finish. You got, about 10K to the finish?
Yeah.
Now, working off your assumption that they might take it easy until that first brave breakaway sprint section, I had a little thought go through my pea brain. I'm going to be wired up tomorrow because the cardiologist says we need to record one of your tachycardic events. So he says, push yourself to leg failure or until you trigger an event. So basically,
Sounds like a challenge.
Exactly. So basically, I can be cannon fodder tomorrow. So on that Bray, like that's a sprint tailor made for me. Like I can power my way up there. I can do it in under 30 seconds. So when I'm coming through for that, I would say as many as you want, just jump on my wheel and see how many I can pull away from the group. And then on the downhill, just work it.
Right.
Make them work for that FTS.
Let us know when you launch, Rudy.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
is an FA, this is an FAL, so you don't want to be off the back here.
No. This is a longer one, but it's shallower.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really doesn't climb until you make this loop here.
Yep, you see that orange van on the left?
Yeah.
Here's where it starts to go up.
Yeah, and it's
only
not
like
real.
maybe 150 meters at the most.
Yeah.
And that's it. And now you're back in the 3-4%. There goes Adam.
And it does kick up a bit just before you get to the banner here.
Yeah, it's at 4% between where those banners ended and the arch. Well, now it's down to 1%, but still, you got to keep pushing through.
Oh, yeah. But this last little bit will sting the legs if you're not prepared for it.
That last little bit is usually where I get caught, too. That last 50 meters.
And you get over that rise, click up one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you will spin out.
Oh, absolutely.
Now the next part we got to do is the reverse corkscrew. And then the reverse Segura. So there's a lot of climbing coming right here. There's a 9% in this first section right here before we get to the corkscrew. And we're on it. But it's really short, so follow through it.
So another spot where it could split right here.
Yeah, right here.
Just because we just had the sprint, we got this little uphill. It could be guys hurt and not flying. So.
I bet you the big guys throw it down right here because they get that momentum going. Drops right here going into that arch. Right here. And they just dive bomb the hill.
That's the fun part about going up. The only reason ever to go up.
Yep. But it's short-lived because now you're going back up again.
Yeah.
Carry your speed over.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to split all over the place. There's going to be groups everywhere.
Yep.
I think we're climbing all the way to the KOM south side from here.
I guess 1 to 2% to the lap banner up ahead.
That last break climb to the finish, there's no more points except for the finish, right? So you're just trying to position for finish points now.
Yeah, the last spray was the last. So you're right. Everything from here is be smart with position.
Yeah, it could be a mellow 10K, or you might be looking over your shoulder too.
Well, I think the lightweights are just going to sit in until like right up here around the corner where it starts to go up.
Anybody will break down on this.
There's a little section right here. It's like 8% up, so be ready for it. See it on the left? How it's going straight up. It's short, but you don't want to get left behind here. What I noticed is going this direction, steep. When you bend around and go the other direction, it flattens out. And it alternates all the way up.
And when you bend to the right, it tends to be steep. To the left, it tends to be shallower.
Yeah, but right now we're only at 2%. As soon as we go around the next turn, it'll go up. It keeps doing that. I think it's like 4 or 5% on this one here. Right here's a steep pitch. Then it flattens. And it goes up again. Going up. 4%. Deep part right here in the turn. Go under that arch and pretty much flat from this white bus. And then this long section, you really want to don't get isolated. Make sure you got somebody to draft them. Don't get gapped on this hill because there's not much course left. Only 4.4 kilometers from this point. You get to the bottom, probably more like 3.5K. So that's not a lot of time to make up 10 seconds. So you want to stay tight and close to here. Steep part right here. Another steep dip right over this little ridge here. -9. Short, but if you jump on your pedals, you can get a little bit of a burst. Maybe break out of somebody's draft. Or break somebody off. Break somebody off.
Or if you're heavy like me, you just naturally go down quicker.
Remember, if you have that graph, your heart rate, you can't really see how far people are behind you. But if somebody is right behind you and they're at 5 meters, they're still drafting you.
Yeah.
At 6 meters, they're outside of your draft. So whenever I see somebody follow me like that, I always try to get them outside of my 5-meter draft zone and make them frickin' work. Even if it means I got to work a little bit. If I'm making them work, I'm not going to sit on the front and do all the work. If I'm working, they're working. And that's why I try to get at least 6 meters or more of a gap on them. But you can't see that really if you've got your graph up. So I always turn that off. All right, going in, we got just under 3 kilometers here. So like I said, it's not a lot of ground. Make up a 10-second gap here.
Nice little drag here.
Yeah, it's 2%. Going to tire a few legs, that's for sure.
Sorry, I just wanted to see what it'd be like jumping on that little rock.
Is it everything you wished for?
I wasn't sure how long it was. Basically, you get to the corner and then it flattens out.
Okay, no point KOMs right here. First part's pretty mellow, flattened. Second half, pretty steep.
But if you got anything left in your leg, this is a great place to get rid of them.
Yeah, do it right here before it happens. I saw Scotty too. How do you do it like 5 times in a row on ZRL, and nobody chased him.
Really?
Nobody chased him. He just kept going, and they didn't have enough time to catch him because you don't realize how short they are. And Alan's got his flaming socks on, so we know when he's going. Right here, this downhill is a pretty good place to push it because you make a left-hand turn and go up for about 50 meters. With enough momentum, you swing right up. If you're gapped a little bit, push it right here on this little ridge for the right-hand turn. It'll help you out on the downhill for position. Once you go around the church, it goes up to 4% until you get to the next left-hand turn, which is about 450 meters to the end. So here it is right here. $400 meters right here. 300 at the corner. $200 to go. Save those legs. Good job, everybody.
Wow, we doing 41 going easy. It's gonna be like 35. It's gonna be like 35 minutes long.
It seems like a really short course. I don't know. It seems like it went by fast.
Fun once more.
It does seem like a short course.
Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.
All right.
Good night.
We'll see you. Good night.
See ya.
Make sure you guys are all registered too. And check your pen assignment.
Yeah.
Everyone. See you tomorrow. Good luck.
All right. Good night.
See ya.
Thanks, everyone.
I'm going to stick around and ride a little bit.
Yeah. Spin the legs out a little bit from that. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm following some guy doing a workout on his TT bike.
And they can see you, right? Do they see like guys like they're just wheel sucking off them while during their workout, or can they not see you?
He's not going that hard though. He's doing about a 2-1. I know I've watched videos online of people swifting, and they get all outraged when people like follow them around. I think it's funny.
Hey, was there discussion about the wheels? Any climby gravel wheels of choice? Is that the MV78s?
That's what I'm going with.
The fastest bike on the course is going to be that Dogma that they provide. And then the wheel set is the DT Swiss dish wheels. So I guess it all depends on like how much you weigh. If you're a heavier rider, you might want to go with like the 62 non-dish or maybe the NV78s. But if you're less than 80, 75 kilograms, you'd probably be fine with the dish wheel because you'll want to have it. There's so much flat course on here. A lot of downhill. The uphill's not bad.
But the point segments are all climbs, except for the finish.
Yeah, but they're not really that tough. I mean, if you look at the breakaway Bray, the first one, it's only like 30 seconds. It's not really that steep. And then the longer side, that's what, I think 51 seconds or like 55 seconds, somewhere like that. So
Something like
short.
that,
I don't think it's even worth it. I'm talking like hundredths of a fraction of a second.
Yeah, true, but there's more points for the FTS than the foul. If you're going to focus on something, probably that one.
Yeah. Well, the lighter riders are going to hit that anyway, so I'm going to have to go for sprints. Because, we got a lot of big boys on dirt that are in our Gold 1 division. So they're going to pound the sprint. Probably just take their lumps on the hill. Gamer, where are you?
See, I stayed with you guys till my my auto pedal ran out, and then I stopped.
Okay.
I'm about 45 minutes behind you. I'm not riding tonight.
Okay.
I just I was kind of watching and listening, and I did the Snap Crackle Pop on the weekend, and so I got to ride the course then.
Yeah.
Now my back hurts because of it, but
Yeah.
I'm not riding.
Probably good to rest today.
Yeah, save it for tomorrow.
Hey, did you shave your beard, Jeff? I noticed, like in your picture on Strava, the beard is gone.
Yeah, the goatee is gone for now. Yeah. Summertime.
Ah. It's like, wait a minute, this isn't Jeff. Oh yeah, it is him.
Yeah. It comes and goes.
Did the missus make you do it?
No, I was waiting for her to notice. She
Oh.
didn't.
A month
There you
goes
go,
by.
right?
Yeah, a month goes by. Something different about you. I just can't figure it out.
Yeah, that's 26 years of marriage. You don't notice those things anymore.
26 years, huh? I'm trying to think how many years I've been. I gotta look at my wedding ring because I got the date on it engraved. It was
Well, that's one way to remember it.
95.
Smart. Very
It'll be
smart.
20. It'll be 28 in June. 28 years in June. Yeah.
This coming weekend, it's 29 for me.
Wow. Congrats.
I think the one I had engraved, I left at the bottom of the Pacific when I was surfing one time. So probably some old dude with metal detectors wearing it now.
The really funny part is the wife's not even home to celebrate it this year. My daughter got some tickets for a concert in Vancouver. And the wife comes up, she goes, "Would you really mind if I went to this concert with Siobhan? I know it means I won't be here for our anniversary, but..." I go, "Yeah, whatever, I don't care." So she's all happy. It just means I get to bike in peace without any going, "You still biking?"
That's the best gift you could get.
Isn't it?
Like a day alone. That's what I ask for my birthday every year. I was like, "What do you want for birthday?" I go, "I want to be left alone. I don't want anybody to talk to me.
Oh,
I don't want anybody to complain about me. I don't want to pick up one piece of dog shit in the backyard. Nothing. I want to do my own thing. Leave me alone." But unfortunately, this year I had to go down in Chicago, and there was like a whole day of like team building bullshit and escape room and this. I mean, the escape room was fun, but course, my new boss, who's not even 30 yet, didn't know it was my birthday. Her boss didn't know it was my birthday. Nobody knew it was my birthday. So I just kind of ignored it. Got home and my wife had ordered. Oh, that is perfect. I'm going to eat pizza, then I'm going to go ride on Zwift. Perfect birthday gift.
Or the other way around. Ride and then eat pizza.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, good luck tomorrow. Enjoy it. Suffer well.
Thanks, yeah.
Yep.
Good luck to you guys.
Yeah,
Who's riding with you? Is Cody and riding with you?
Yeah, tomorrow we've got Cody, myself, Dustin, and
Okay.
Vincent signed up. Vincent dropped down from.
Oh, nice.
He signed up to level up, but he's gold 3, so we got him back for the first time. Again, we got this weird division with like only 3 teams, so and one of them has an A rider and a couple C's. They're like,
oops.
You know, he'll be competing for all the climbs. The A rider will, but the rest of the team doesn't really compete. And then the other team will.
They just cheer him on. They just cheer him on from the back.
Yeah, but like last week they were totally screwed, right? Because you had to get your 4th rider across the line. So.
Yeah.
Well,
this week somebody said the top 4 riders do count again. So
I think that's all right. Isn't that the way all the points races go? Is the top 4 riders?
I think so. I wish Rudy was here. Rudy is here. Rudy, can you confirm that?
Yeah, the top 4 finishers for your team
based on points, right? Top 4 finishers based on points.
Yes, they contribute. They contribute to the team GC.
Right.
Okay.
But everybody's points that they individually collect go towards their individual GC.
Oh, there's an individual GC. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even care.
That's just for ego points, right?
Yeah, and there's also sprinters on a climber's jersey too.
No kidding.
Just ride your ass off.
Yeah, exactly. I can think about it too much. I don't care. It's all for the team points. That's all I care about.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. Felix is out.
We'll see you. Get some rest.
Good luck, guys.
What the bloody hell? How would I get a polka dotted jersey thrown on me?
That's funny. I have one too. I don't know why they give out more than one.
Look at Jen.
Oh,
She's
from the
got a
back side. Front side and back side. Okay. Hey, do you guys watch any of Bradford's videos?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You know, I can't figure it out. He's like a C in Zwift Power, and he's racing gold too. And it's like, is he just doing it because he's racing up, or is that what he actually came up as?
No, he's a solid B rider.
It's funny that I know that's what I thought. I mean, he can sprint, he gets good results. But yeah, Zwift Power has him as a C. Like, it's really odd.
It's probably because he hasn't done enough races.
Oh, okay.
For his ranking.
Oh, okay. I think the Gold 2 team broke him this week. I started watching his team time trial. Oh man, he was suffering.
Yeah, it's almost fun. The guy's super nice. I really like him. And
oh yeah, he is. That's cool. Yeah,
for tempo ride. But I tell you, it's almost like when I watch his other races, and when you see him pop, he pops.
There's nothing left.
Like a light switch, right?
And sometimes, like, you'll see him switch the camera off him, so he's not like visible, and you know he's probably just like screaming like bloody murder, trying to get back on, and then the camera comes back on him, and it looks like he was shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, his videos are great. They're good. I mean, they're good recon for some of the courses because he does like the TT. He usually does it early in the morning, so by the time ours goes, we usually go at night. Like it's already posted, so I just kind of watch that, just sort of get figure out what the course is like.
Yeah. Usually, if you see him like in the race, if you see him kind of fading to the back, and like maybe 4 or 5 bike lengths off. He's tinkering around with his screen.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
that's when
did
you
you
want
watch?
to attack him. And if you attack him at that point, he's off, gone.
Well, he was joking. Was Casey was saying that they just watched the stream during the race so you can see what they're doing.
Yeah.
That just cracked me up. Yeah, I was
I like-
watching.
I like
I
watching his sprints. Like he gets so freaking. I'm waiting for him to tip his bike over in the sprint.
Oh yeah, and he's got like that movable base too. The thing's like flopping all over the place.
Oh, is that what it is?
Rocker.
Yeah. Crazy. But no, I watched like the video last night. I watched a little bit of it. Like he did part of the tempo ride. And they're right. He would like drift he play around with something, and then he like drifts out the back, and then he's got chased back on. Then he does it again. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Well, on Strava, I said, "What happened to you?" He says, "Oh, I went off the back and I went to just go do like recon." So then I looked at this video, and he went to go try to do recon, and he couldn't get into the world because like
Yeah,
world had
Scotland was
switched.
closed. Yeah.
They just he's like, "What's this?" So then I put another post in the Strava. Looks like you tried to do a top secret recon ride, fail at 30, 33, and then funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he's a
enjoy his. Yeah, I enjoy his videos. They're fun to watch. Yeah.
He's a good dude. There's a couple. I mean, there's guys that show up for that Sunday night ride. There's Jeff is another guy that's pretty good and strong rider, and he rides with.
Oh, okay.
Then there's Keith Norris. I call him Chuck Norris because it's just easier to remind him of Chuck Norris. He's a good dude. Most of the guys that ride on that ride, pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I normally do the sea ride just because I'm usually pretty fried by Sunday night. It's like, I like the sea ride because I can sort of pick and choose my efforts. Versus when you do the B ride, you don't really have any choice, just suffer. But yeah, I felt pretty good last night. And I noticed all the other OTR guys were doing the B ride. So I was like, oh, I better just do the B ride.
Yeah, that course felt pretty good for me last night. Now maybe I rested quite a bit over the weekend, but
yeah, I like
there's
that loop.
There's some of those loop. Like I think it's the Yorkshire ones. Always seems to really just beat the living daylights out of me. Next week we're going to do Glasgow. We're going to do.
Do the crit. Nice.
Yeah, good course. That'll be fun. Why do I go this way?
I've done that in a crit. God almighty, after about 8 laps, you just want to puke.
Okay, I definitely don't want to go up this hill again.
Oh, I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the top, and then I'm done.
Well, I'll go to the top, and then I got to go to the bottom because you can't give away free mile. So, all right.
That's right. Yeah, you just three-wheel down, right?
I'll go to the top. Okay.
So I don't know. I got another theory. I don't know. If you see a lot of guys showing up with discs, that means they're going to be super aggressive on the flats and like go for the sprints. But I think if you see guys with like climbing wheels, I think they're worried about getting dropped on the climb. So I don't know. I mean, I rode the disc. I probably rode the disc for about a month, and then I switched over to the 62s last week. I think they're a lot more responsive than the disc. Like I feel like, I mean, I'm not doing a 12.0 in my sprints or anything, but it just feels more responsive than doing the disc. The disc really feels sluggish whenever I accelerate.
Well, I'm gonna ride this 7.8 tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride the 7.8 tomorrow, just because I need all the help going up that hill that I can get a hold of. And my only concern tomorrow is being wired up. I'm gonna race like a bloody ass demon, have a fantastic race, and not trigger any event.
Hey, just
That's
make sure
challenge.
you sign the waiver and you leave us your emergency contact number before you start the race.
It's in my profile. On my Discord channel, it's in my profile there.
I think you should post it in local chat.
Tomorrow. we'll be racing like demon. If all of a sudden you don't hear me, please send somebody to this address. Something like that.
Right.
They're not overly concerned about me stopping all of a sudden. But mind you,
Hey, I'm just
stranger
gonna
things-
try to
things
follow
that-
Max. I'm just gonna try to follow Max on the climb after what he did in New York last week.
Oh my
I think
god!
you're the climber.
I'm not a climber. Definitely not. But you know
Hey
what
Max,
I tried to drop my gear down so I'm spinning faster. And I'm spinning, I'm not, I'm just trying to keep steady pressure on the pedals so that watts per kilogram doesn't drop. Just nice and steady.
Right.
Because if you let up, it drops immediately. So
Right.
you got to speed up and then let up. But like right here, I'm just trying to shift down one and just keep it nice and steady. And this feels effortless going up here. I mean, I'm not going that fast, but I just don't want to burn my legs up going up the hill. There's still a lot of hill to go.
hey Max, on that New York KOM, I was using you as a carrot because the whole time up, I was just saying in my head, "Don't lose Max, don't lose Max." I was so shocked, and when we got to the top, I was still behind you there. I'm going, I didn't lose him.
Well, there was like 14 ahead of me. Somebody said, "Come on, go." Who was our DS? Was it Brian? Or
Yeah, yeah,
remember
that was Brian Hemme. Yeah,
because he was just like, he's like, "Come on, come on." And as soon as like I heard that, I went. It's like, okay, somebody's watching me. Can't let him go. Can't let him down. And then I just kept going steady, and I knew there was that last little riser, and I gave it the berries on the last riser.
hopefully I can stick with you tomorrow again.
This is the hard part right here. But once you get around it, you get a breather.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good ride.
Yeah, we'll see
And
ya.
then somewhere right around 87 RPM. Heart rate's good.
Okay. Yeah, I always find myself trying to just muscle it over the climb. So. I also noticed too, since I don't think I'm that light. I mean, like 72 kilos, is when it flattens out, like all the heavy guys gap me, like immediately. So I always find myself trying to accelerate to get back on,
Yeah. So I'm at 96 RPMs here, trying to stay steady.
Right. Now let me go down.
And I feel if I'm spinning fast, then when I get to the flat part, up at a gear, I got some legs left to push it. If I'm pushing a hard gear all the way up, I got
Right.
enough to the end.
Right.
So I just went up a gear,
Right.
and now we hit the tarmac. Actually, I think it's right past us.
Yeah, usually I figure once you hit the tarmac here, like just drill it from here because it's right around the corner.
Yeah, right here. Here's where the tarmac starts, right here.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of, I got to get off YouTube. Watching Robert Detmer, his video from this weekend.
Yeah.
His PR up this climb, he did like a 312 or something. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, he really puts everything into these races.
Well, the race,
the guy knows suffer.
I know, like the race itself, I think he did like a 350, but you know how it shows like your PRs pop up? He had a 312 in there. I'm like, where did that come from? My God.
Yeah, 1 month ago I did 328.
Wow. That's fast. Yeah, if you do that tomorrow, you'll be fine.
but that was probably on a gravel setup. Then after that, it goes 351, 401, 402, 403, a bunch of right around 4 minutes. So I'll probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 minutes tomorrow.
Okay.
And 10 seconds is not bad. I mean, if I give 10 seconds to somebody else on that climb, I mean, I'm still within striking range. So
Right. That's what I'm always concerned because it is a long downhill. If you get gapped, I mean, I know personally I have a hard time catching on downhills, chasing groups. Again, maybe because I am like a little lighter than some guys. But that's always my concern is getting gapped over the top.
well, right where it flattens out, right by the banner, it goes flat for about maybe 75 meters. And right there is where you're as tired as you may be. That's where you got to get off the seat
Right.
and really just pound it for a good 15-second count because you can close 5 seconds of gap real easy right there. So, and I always tell people, you know, maximize your strengths, minimize your weaknesses, and don't get gapped or don't get isolated.
Right. Oh yeah, especially on Zwift, it's hard. Yeah, if you're chasing a group by yourself, it's hard.
You're done. You're off. You're off. You're done.
But yeah, I was saying if a group gets away here, it could be going ballistic at the front just because it's all downhill for a while here. Guys might really be pushing it.
It's hard to close gaps right here because it's 0%. And then it goes down. So it's like it's really you just want to make sure that you're on somebody's wheel.
Right.
And if you could just hold it until you get to the corkscrew, you should be able to make some of that up.
Right. So one thing I noticed too, didn't the same guy win both stages? That guy Kirk or whatever it is.
Yeah, the guy from Dirt.
Yeah. Like it's funny because you look at his picture, he doesn't even look like a cyclist. I'm like, this guy is like dusting us in the finishes. Like he doesn't even look like someone who would be racing. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of a weird observation. Yeah.
Old calibrated train. It's probably what that means.
Yeah.
He's probably riding like a Cyclops fluid.
I don't know. It could be an old picture too. Maybe he's lost weight or something. It's just that he looked like a big guy, or like a big muscular guy. I'm like, wow, he's getting up the climbs, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of screwed his team over though. I don't know what he was thinking on it last week. You had to get your fourth rider up the hill as fast as you could, and he just left them behind. Unless he was trying to burn us up, thinking we would chase him.
Right. Probably just racing for himself. I don't know. Maybe he saw everyone was dropped. He's like, well, I can't really help him at that point. I don't know.
Or he didn't. Yeah, he was just going for a ego boost.
Right.
Or he just didn't know the format. I mean, that's possible too.
Right.
I mean, we did pretty good job with recon in it, and still people at the beginning of the race still have questions because they didn't do the recon, they didn't read the notes, but we're really good about communicating. And if you don't know the race, it could cost you.
Right.
I think it cost his whole team or he just realized that his team wasn't strong enough to hang with him. He's like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just take one for the glory of it. It didn't matter. Got no points.
Right. Yeah, the only thing that gets me is the whole FAL versus FTS. You just got to remember, just know which is which.
Well,
I mean, it's easy here. Obviously, both the sprints are FAL and the climb is FTS. So.
Right.
All right, I think I'm done after this little rise.
So you got another downhill.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll round it out. Run out to 26 miles or 23 miles. I don't know. It just feels like it's going to be super short. I mean, it's going to be under 40 minutes. It's going to be like 35, probably 36, 37 minutes. So. All right, I'm out. Hey, I'll catch you later, Max.
All right. Have a good night. See you
Yeah, I'll
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. Yep.
Bye.